All right, so let's talk about your name, Supa Sand. How did you come up with that name, or is that your first rap name?
Nah, my first rap name was Sandman. You feel me? And as we did the research, it was too many Sandmans out there. You know, say you type in the name or you type it on Google or whatever, and there's a bunch of motherfuckers pop up. So we just ran with Supa Sand. That was already my Twitter and all that social media. So we just ran with that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it original.
That's
So
what's up. That's what's up. Like I said, ain't nothing like, you feel me, just going on social media and typing in the name that you want, and ain't nobody else got that shit. You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so let's talk about growing up. Were you born and raised here in Broward, or what was the situation there?
Nah. I was born in Daytona Beach, Florida. My father's from there. That's where my mom was going to school at. About 5 months after I was born, I was sent down to Hollywood, Liberia. Stayed there for my early childhood. Then it got greater later. My old girl hooked up with a real nigga, and you know what I'm saying. From there, we was all over Broward, Cooper City, Tamarack, Deep Side, North Lauderdale. Then we ended up in Lauderdale over there. In the Piper area a little further west, you know what I'm saying? So it
Okay.
got good. I was with the crackers and Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, you mentioned Hollywood, then you said a little Liberia, right?
Yeah, Liberia.
I mean, so go in detail, or if you can, you feel me, about that, because people, when they hear about Florida, they might, off top, they think of Dade, you know what I mean,
Right, right,
Miami.
right.
Then now Broward is becoming the new thing, but nobody really talks about like South Broward, which is like Hollywood, Liberia, what you saying. So
Yeah.
explain, like, why? How did that name even come about?
Shit, I don't know. As far as I know, it's been Liberia forever, but it's a small little area, kind of merging with Dania Beach,
Yeah.
the hood part of it. You go I-95 south, you get off on Sterling, you make that left,
Yeah.
you go down a little bit to the left, you'll see a little sign say Liberia. Turn right there, and boom, you right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Crystal Lake Apartments. It's all pretty now. That shit used to be, in the greens all over the Cody Street, Hood
Yeah.
Street, that's where my family at still does. So that's what it is.
Okay. So let's talk about like the, growing up. Like, what was the situation there? I know you said you was moving around and different things like that, but like the actual experience as a young black man growing up here in Florida, or Broward County to be exact.
Well, and for me, that shit was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fun around that time. It was a party vibe in Broward for the most part. Niggas was getting money, stunting. We had Jam Point Express DJs, niggas and Dave was with the Uncle Luke and all that shit. Niggas was just having fun. When I was a jit, like, you know what I'm saying? I was one of them jits. I knew all the little hood dances and shit, the hydraulics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
City Boy slide, bopping and all that shit. So, for me, it was a good time, bro. It was fun, And my old girl worked a lot, but like, nigga never, when you a jit, you don't know that you broke, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just whatever I ain't have, I wasn't worried about it. I had a lot of people love me and shit. I was raised by a village, so
Yeah.
it wasn't nothing. That was fun, like I said.
That's crazy that you said that, because I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day. It's like, when you actually growing up, you don't really know, like, you feel me, or the situations you be going through, you feel me?
Yeah.
As you grow up, when you get older, you like, damn, bro, I might have had it hard, you feel me? But those situations is actually what make you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So you talked about like the bop and the different dances and the sounds. So I mean, go in detail about that, because people don't really know like the culture of South Florida. It had its own sound.
Yeah.
DJs. I'm talking about like all that shit, battling. Like that's not really known. You think of just New York City turntables and shit, but
Yeah.
it was a whole fucking a whole sound down here. So explain that if you can.
I mean, that shit was just like I mentioned before, we was more, I felt what we contributed to the hip hop community was that party vibe. Like, even when we had gangster songs, like the 2 Live Crew, they used to rap about nasty shit and get crunk, but they was making gangster shit. It was just 2 beats that you could dance to, you know what I'm saying? The beats you could have fun to. So I just feel like, we embody the party, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta caught on them, and then other places caught on, but I feel like we the originators of they called it bass, booty shaped music, whatever you want to call it, but that shit was the party vibe. Like, we brought the party to hip hop, you feel me?
That's some real shit though, because I mean, like, the first for like booty shaking video I probably seen with some Uncle Luke shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's Florida. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's true. Like, it's a contribution that South Florida definitely don't get its props. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
definitely coming though. You know what I mean? So you mentioned the music, you mentioned the DJs, the ballad, and all that different type of stuff. Can you say any one particular artist or sound influenced you as a kid?
From Florida?
Just period. Because my next question is gonna be like, what kind of music you grew up listening to? You feel
Okay,
me?
yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, like my first favorite rapper out the gate was Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
What? But we could say MC Hammer before that, but that was, he had his own cartoon and all that. He was like directed towards the kids.
Yeah, he was bigger than life.
Yeah, but
he was like Drake before Drake. You feel me?
to the jits and everything. But like further than that, just on some gangster shit or whatever you want to call it, like it was Snoop Dogg out the gate. Like that was my favorite rapper.
Okay. And then like growing up though. So growing up though, I know moms is playing music in the house. You feel me? So can you say like, what was your first interaction to music? Like, what was the first sound you could probably hear? You probably heard, or you just could probably remember, and that shit just caught you like, yo.
I mean, the first outside of hip hop, just music period, it was like Anita Baker, Shirley Murdoch, Denise Williams, Cheryl Lynn, Tina Marie. Like, I was introduced to the old school women out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Then we got into like the OJs and Gap Band, Earth, Wind and Fire, like funk, old school music. I got a real appreciation for that, thanks to my old girl and my stepdad for sure.
So that old school vibe.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, I can hear it in your music too. I mean, it's not like you slacking in the bars or anything. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I could definitely hear the influence in the, I want to say the soul. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's dope. So, like as far as growing up, like, was that your first dream? Was like, yo, I want to be a rapper? Or did you have something else in mind?
It was crazy. Like, I always knew as a jit, I just knew I wanted to do something with music. Like I'd be in the crib like recording all the little power mixes back when black people listened to Power 96 and 99 Jams and the DJs was on there. I would have my tape like recording that shit. Made sure then that every day, every night, I was recording tapes off the radio, you know what I'm saying? So I had my little Walkman in school or whatever, but it was just music. I was like, I knew I wanted to do something with music, you know what I'm saying? And eventually I started rapping. My big cousin put me on rapping. He was a rapper or whatever. He was like 7 years older than me, and he got me interested in that. So that's when I wrote my first rhyme, and it was trash. I was like in the 4th grade, you know what I'm saying? 4th or 5th grade, it was trash, and he wrote a rhyme for me. I still remember it to this day, and he never had to write a rap for me again.
Okay. You see, some people, they won't admit that they first rap was trash.
Nah, my shit was.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be admitting. It's like, son, my first joint I wrote, that shit was a hit.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's dope. You at least you admit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And today, like, man, listen, Vibe God is coming.
Yeah, trust me.
Vibe God is coming. So you talked about the family and everything. What about the school? What was the school situation? You know what I mean? Did you choose to, indulge in school? Because sometimes artists, I know me as an artist, like sometimes school don't mix. You know what I mean?
I love school. I love going to school. I wasn't the best student, but I didn't mind going. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother was an educator, so like I learned a lot of stuff at an early age before even getting to like the 1st grade of kindergarten. So by the time I got there, the shit was boring. And then, I wasn't about being a student, but I love going to school. Love being social, hollering at my homeboys and fucking with the chicks and all that. But like, as far as being a student, like, nah. And I wasn't really, I was the type that get his work done in class and go to talking and beating on desks and shit. Once I go home, it wasn't no such thing as homework.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What is homework?
I already did it.
Yeah, ain't got nothing. Fuck that. And then, but I did I did graduate high school on the limb. Only reason I graduated because I just thought it would be embarrassing tonight, graduate,
Mhm.
or be like a super senior or some shit.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I ain't want that on my resume. You feel me? So
yeah.
I had to buckle down.
So at least you graduated though. You
Yeah,
feel me? Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, you know what I mean? That's an accomplishment. No matter how you did it, you feel me? You did it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So let's talk about like the music. You know what I mean? You did the school shit all through school. Was that something that you wanted to do? Music? Were you in the bands or anything like that? Like
Hell yeah. Shit, in okay, so like.
Thank you for listening to FamousB4TheFame Podcast. I really appreciate it. Check this out. I'ma keep doing my job, which is continue to deliver dope content. What I need from you in return don't even cost $1. If you really like this episode and want to hear more, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, and watch us on YouTube so you never miss another episode. Like, subscribe, review, retweet, and share. Again, I am Supa Sand, and this is FamousB4TheFame.com.